Alright guys, so the two biggest tips I can give you for winning games as an ADC, or, or even having impact as an ADC in this meta are, and let me say before I say it, that these are decision making tips, right? Because no amount of mechanics is going to, no amount of random blind pure mechanics is gonna let you win this game right now. There's not a chance, right? It's all brain stuff, right? So if you suck at that, well, this is your chance to get better. And if you're good at that, then use this to win your games, right? So here they are. One, do not hit tower. This is a rule, all right? So when you break rules, your expected outcome is a loss 90% of the time, or it's losing. We call it a losing situation, right? And rules, they're meant to be broken, but only 10% of the time. So if you break this rule of don't hit tower, you must have a good reason. So why don't we hit tower? Well, simply put, when you hit tower, it's just go back and watch any of your replays. The team that's hitting the tower is just getting engaged on. They're all gonna die, right? When you hit tower, you have to be ready for all the enemy engages possible. And not only that, but usually speaking, when you hit tower, it's usually like 1v4 or some shit because your whole team's not there. So don't hit tower, right? So exceptions, notable exceptions are any enemy team is dead, or you have more people, they can't stop you. Whatever the reason is, they literally cannot stop you in order for you to walk up and hit the tower, right? Take that as an iron rule. And number two, which is what we're going over first today, is do not commit to a doomed fight. So what do we mean by doomed? Doomed is like 4v5, 3v5, 2v5, anything where you have less people and it starts at average. Or let's say it's a 5v5 and someone gets caught. All right, these are doomed fights. Do not commit to a doomed fight. All you're doing is making it worse. You cannot save a doomed fight unless you have some kind of crazy value play, or you're bursting someone, or you're one-shotting someone, whatever. The rule is you cannot save a doomed fight. Exception is you see like a 5-man Orianna ulti, 5-man Malphite ulti, you one-shot the backline ADC. I don't care what it is, but usually it does not happen. You'll know when you see it. It's super obvious when you see it. So until then, do not commit. And what we mean by commit is don't be so close that you're gonna die. All right? Do anything but that. You can try and help, but don't commit. All right? Remember this general idea. Do not commit to doomed fights. Do not hit tower. All right? Let me show you these examples of what I'm talking about. So this is the first one. This is a doomed fight. All right? The first indicator of a doomed fight is you have less people. This is just solo queue. You have less people. Look at this. The first thing you do before a fight breaks out is you look at this right here. This tells you how to play the game. All right. Oh shit. Is my camera in the way? Hold up. Hold the phone. This right here tells you how to play the game, right? So what do you see? Oh, we have Talon bot, and Kha'Zix is not very close to this fight, right? And they have a dead teammate. So this is 3v4, 4v4 at best, right? So let's watch what happens, right? You commit to this, it's not looking good. It looks pretty good at first, right? So we're on the way, right? At what point does it not look good? Tell me. At what point does it not look good? What's wrong? What was wrong? What's wrong with this fight? What's wrong with this fight? The fight was so fast, Kha'Zix's gonna get it here. It's 3v4, right? How do we know before it happened? We have some indicators to tell us this. And the first indicator is, this dude is too far away. Your Kha'Zix is too far away. All right, 3v4, you lose. That's it. You lose. The only way you win with man disadvantage is something really good. Like you kill this guy right now. He has to die right now. Otherwise, you guys are doomed. Right? This is what we call a doomed fight. You commit to this, you're dooming yourself. All right? You doom yourself, and you don't want to doom yourself when you're an ADC. So you just see here, took too many resources to kill this Volkaz, and of course you just lose. Not 100% of the time. Let's not even kid ourselves. It's not even 99 out of 100. You lose 100% of the time. What happens? They get Baron. All right. So what would have happened if we hadn't committed? We can actually stop this Baron. We have a chance of stopping this Baron. Maybe Tyler can run up. Maybe we can 2v4. Anything along those lines is better than what we just did. All right. So don't commit to a doomed fight. Hell, we can even get top wave and they get Baron anyways. That's fine. At least we got something, right? So this will separate the, I don't want to say dumb ADCs and smart ADCs, but once you start doing this, you can call yourself smart. You can call everyone else dumb, right? All right. So next example. We're gonna burn through these. There's about 3, 6, 7 of these. All right. So here's another one. Here's another one. All right. Not only do you not help doomed fights, you do not start doomed fights. All right, why is this a doomed fight? It's the exact same thing. What's going on the map? Oh, you have a dead talent, right? Oh, this is 4v5. Oh, this is a good time to start a fight, right? No, it's not. All right, and you also don't know if your Maokai has TP. You should check that before you do anything. Not only that, your Maokai has no ulti. All right, so let's watch what happens. You know, what do we say about doomed fights? You have to have something so good you can win 4v5. This is literally what this is. This is even 3v4. You can say it's 3v4. All right, so is this good enough? It's not bad. And if it was 4v4 or 5v4, or sorry, not 5v4, 4v4 or 5v5 or even numbers, we would definitely be winning, right? But it's not. You're missing a person. You're losing unless you have something crazy, right? Like literally, watch this, right? This is really good. If it was even numbers, right? What do we get hit by? We missed dodge Lee Q, dodge Ezreal abilities. We got hit by Malzahar E and Vel'Koz R, and we died to targeted abilities, to something you cannot dodge. This is the problem with 4v5s, 3v4s, doomed fights. This is the average outcome. 90 times out of 100. This is what's going to happen. This is how you can tell before anything happens, is the setup. This is what I want you guys to look at, is whenever you see a fight break out, first thing you do is look at the map. How many people are here? That's it. Simple as that. And then the second thing is, if there are even numbers, how did it start? Who's winning the fight at the beginning? Did we catch someone? Did they catch us? Etc. etc. Yeah, this is the two really good examples of what not to do. This is what you guys see every single game. I promise you, you guys do this, I do this. Everyone on the enemy team does this. When one person gets caught, everyone gets caught. All right, now let's see what it should look like. All right, it's a doomed fight. We're gonna help. How do we do it? All right. So let's watch this. So far we're just laning. What do we notice on the map? Nothing so far. A few more seconds. Let's fast forward a little bit. All right. So Graves is entering the river, and this is a 3v4. If this fight is fast enough, it's a 3v4, right? We would say, depending on how fast this goes, it's a 3v4. If it stalls out, then Echo can come in. It's a 4v4. We'll pretend TPs don't exist, all right? Because in solo queue it's not happening. Well, at least in NA solo queue it's not happening. So you even see Ignite nowadays. So what do? You don't commit until it looks good. Does it look good yet? I'm not sure, but we're not committing. So we don't commit. The whole idea is you do not commit until it looks good. Something like commit, I'm sure some of you would fucking flash over this wall. No offense, but it seems like a good idea. We should come help this. This is like a good condemn. It's not good enough yet, right? It's not good enough yet. You're gonna play slower than that because you know that the average case is that this is not winning until you see otherwise, right? So let's keep going. And then it turns out that, oh, Leona's dead and Lucian's suiciding, so we can come help this, right? And how were we rewarded for our patience? What do you think? They start running it down because they don't realize that the fight has already been lost, and then we pick up 3 kills for doing nothing except being patient. All right, this is what I want you guys to do. And even though it may not be you might not get the same result every time where you get like a triple kill or you get so much out of it, you will do a lot more than what you've been doing before, which is just dying, trying to help. How many times have you tried to help, and by the time you get there, your whole team's dead, and they turn around and one-shot you? All right, this is how you prevent that. Let's see at this example. We're gonna look at not hitting towers, right? So what do we do instead of hitting towers? You do anything but hit the tower, right? So what are we doing? We're gonna go ward, right? So first thing you do is do not hit the tower. The second thing you do is figure out what to do besides hit the tower, right? So we're like, oh, we can all in for whatever reason. We can watch this. This is actually kind of relevant. So we're going for some kind of all in, whatever it is. I don't care. You can base. Just do not hit the tower, all right? And the reason being is that the jungle's coming, they're getting TP'd on, the mid laner's roaming, whatever. Unless you have calculated all of that, you can't hit the tower, all right? And you're about to see why this is really relevant. Okay, sure, we win the 2v2, and I remember when I was streaming this, and I was like, holy shit, that was not a bad 2v2. And then your autopilot tells you to hit the tower. This is the problem. Your autopilot tells you to hit the tower, and what happens? Of course you die, right? Don't hit the tower unless they literally cannot stop you. We just gave up fucking, what is this? 900 gold shut down to their jungle. This is how you lose the game. I'm serious. Like, as an AD carry, fastest way to lose a game is die to the jungle, die to a solo laner, or yeah, that's about it. You can die to enemy AD carry. It doesn't really matter unless it's Draven. But yeah, that's kind of like the 2 fastest ways to throw in lane, and we just did it. Doesn't matter. We got those 2 kills. All right. So what do? You check to see if you should hit the tower. Always. Never autopilot hit the tower. Hitting the tower is, you should treat hitting the tower like starting dragon randomly. You just don't do it because you know it's really bad. All right, unless they can't stop you. Let's look at, we have a few of these. Let's look at this one real quick. This is an even better example of not committing to a fight. So far, we've seen good example of not committing and good example of not hitting the tower. Or, I guess, good example and a bad example, because then we started hitting the tower right after. But this is the second to last clip, and I'll show you the last clip after, right? So what are we doing? We're literally max range, right? Let's look at the start. What was going on here? It's a 4v5, right? So this is doomed. That's what you should be thinking. They're on Baron. You can try and poke them off it. We don't commit unless it's easy clap, and this is easy clap because Braum tagged them. You notice what we're doing is we're immediately getting out. You see this? We are running. I don't care who's pinging. I don't care what my team thinks we should be doing. We are kiting until we know it's good. Right? This Braum is dead. You think you can save this Braum? You can't save people as an AD carry, right? You can only save yourself. So, max range. You don't look at this. We're not even using our E until it's like the easiest thing in the world. Just because you can E right now and get some good results doesn't mean you should do it, right? You can wait, right? What? The only downside, is there even a downside to waiting? You can only get a juicier E if you wait, right? So we're going to wait until the last second, right? This is what I want you guys, if you use any takeaway from this, it's do not commit until it's the freest thing ever. 2 fights, 2 towers, whatever, don't commit, right? So we're going to E in eventually. It doesn't matter. We end up killing everyone only because they can't touch us. Do we take like a single point of damage in that fight? I don't know. I don't think so. Right? You can fast forward. We kill this guy, and then we get Baron. Right? So the fall, kind of these ideas won't win you, LCS games, but in solo queue you see this. You see this every time. Literally every single game. You see like doomed fights every game. You see people hit tower every game. Right? Let me show you the last one. This is kind of the reason why I'm making this video. And I collected all the other clips to like provide evidence for this, to kind of prepare you guys for this clip. But this is a long clip that's basically shows you how our decisions created this winning situation, not just winning, super hard winning. Right? So let's rewind. I know you guys already saw it, but I was talking. So let's explain as we're seeing this. This looks free, right? So we're gonna try and kill him. Sure. It looks okay, right? So we're gonna try and finish him off and bounce, and then okay, we're back to our default state. What do? Don't hit the tower. What do you do besides hit the tower? Anything but. All right. Clear this wave, run into dragon, clear top, do their camps. I don't care what it is. Don't hit the tower unless you have a plan. And plan is like we're gonna die 4v3. We're gonna poke them with Lux, Veigar, and fucking Vel'Koz. I don't know, but there's no plan here. Look at our champions. There is no plan here. All right. And in solo queue, you always lose this. It really doesn't matter how much HP they have a lot of times. You just always lose because someone's diving stupidly or something. All right. Don't do this. All right. So we're about to watch here is our team breaking this rule. What are we doing? We're trying to hit the tower. What happens? Warwick went into the jungle for some reason, and then everyone's dying here, right? So you can't save this. Don't try and save it. And the best, you really want to try and avoid hitting the tower in the first place. You see something like this happen, you back ping immediately. Right? Ideally, you want to see stuff before it happens. That's the whole idea behind these patterns is you see it, you know what's going to happen before it happens, and you try and avoid worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is not your team dying, it's you dying with your team. All right? So what's the difference between us dying there and us not dying there? We're going to pick up this wave. We're going to be able to pressure them when they try and do other stuff, right? We're going to be useful, and we're going to be scaling because we haven't died yet. And if, I think all you ADC mains out there know right now that if you die like once or twice in the early mid game, you're doomed. Like you can't do anything. So, yeah, you really don't want to die. Look at this. We're pressuring this guy off. He lost all his HP. How can they drag it now? He has the base, right? And then one thing's leading to another, and it's kind of snowballing, right? All because we didn't die. That's the whole idea. You just legit didn't die. You have pressure by not dying. That's what I want you to think. You don't have to do anything crazy. You just have to not do something stupid. And stupid is, people say autopilot, but it's kind of your instincts. Being stupid is people's instincts, all right? I don't know how else to put it, right? I mean, what's going on in there, red buff, right? I don't know what's going on. Oh, my bad, Yabby. It's okay. I'm sure you had a good play there. But we did get the tower, so that was actually not a bad trade. Um, Ignore that E. That E was really bad here, right? This E was really bad here. This is why is this bad? Is because we committed and it did not look like a good fight, right? How is this a commitment? This is a thresh flash play. Thresh flash play. Worst case scenario will happen. Fucking Gragas E flash ulti. I don't care, dude. It's happening. Don't do this. Don't E in unless you commit, right? Until you're ready to commit, all right? So this is we made a mistake, but sometimes they won't punish you. It's not a really good example. But let's keep watching, all right? Maybe I knew he had no flash. I didn't know if he had flash or not. But this is the main idea, right? We are not gonna look at this. Is this? Does this look good yet? It does not look good yet. We're gonna kite until it looks good, okay? We're gonna be safe until it looks good, and then we're gonna go in, right? How do we know it's good? What do you think? What do you think? How do we know it's good? I'll pause here. Give you 3 seconds for people who want to find out. All right, ready? It's 4v3. Wow. Shocker. Doomed fights work both ways. It's doomed for them, right? So let's keep watching. Oh, you know, we can play. All you have to do is average case, play average, doesn't matter, and then they all fucking die because it's 4v3. They didn't realize it, right? So what should they have done? They should have backed off because it was a doomed fight. All right, it's the same. Works the same both ways. Right? It's the same kind of patterns. Why can't we hit this tower? Pop question. Pop quiz. All right, why can't we hit this tower? Right here. The exception to hitting tower is this. Literally unstoppable. That's what I want you to think. And to put up another point is that sometimes when they're all dead and you go for this tower, they're going to spawn and take Baron. So it's not, you know, not always free. I just want to point that out. That's a discussion for another time because this video is already 16 minutes long. But fast forward and you notice how after all that, we take their inhib, kill a bunch of people, and we have 4k gold. All right. So how do we go from our team throwing at mid tower here to this? Is we stayed alive, we were useful, we applied pressure. When we saw 4v3, we took it. Easy punish, right? All you have to do is practice this idea over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until when you're on the lookout for these in your games, you can see it before it happens and call it. Right? You call that this is a bad idea to siege tower. Don't hit tower. Right? You see that it's a 4v3, 3v4. All right, back ping. 4v3, let's forward ping. Right? Let's go for this. Right? What if you don't know what's going on in the fight? Don't commit. Right? What if it's a 4v5? Don't commit. Same thing. It's all kind of the same idea. Don't commit to something until you know it's really good. And really good is not hitting tower and not joining a doomed fight. You want to be patient until you can find something that's really good. All right, so I hope that this helps you guys. Please take this into your games, and I promise you, you will see results like literally immediately. I promise you, you play one fight correctly or one situation better, and you will actually feel useful because the other ADC is going to insta-die. I promise you. So try this out. Let me know what you think, and I hope that you guys let me know how these ideas are working for you. So, peace.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know